everyone, today I'm going to share how I made $3,013 in 60 days renting out a room that I don't even use. And I should have made more. Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Joe Amazon. Welcome to my channel. Every week we share tips on selling on Amazon, online entrepreneurship, and other money-making opportunities. So if you haven't already, be sure and subscribe. So today I'm going to share with you exactly how I made $3,013 in my first 60 days on Airbnb. It actually should have been more, and I'll tell you about that. But I'm going to tell you about how I signed up, how I got my first guest, how I handled check-ins, what the process is, how I got reviews, and how I created my listing. So here we go. So first up, what is Airbnb? Airbnb is simply similar to a hotel, but where you rent out your house or a room in your house as opposed to a hotel room. So basically, it allows you to take some space you're not using and generate some money from it. That's basically what it is. If you haven't used it before, there's a link in the description to sign up as a user of Airbnb. You get a bonus if you use the link, and there's also one if you want to list your home on Airbnb, so look in the description. What did I have to do to sign up? So signing up was pretty easy. Basically, you answer a bunch of questions, and then you write a basic listing that says, hey, here's my home, here's what it is, and you upload some pictures. So I took my own pictures, but there's an option to have Airbnb's photographer come out and take your pictures. I do recommend that. I think you get a better quality, and I think it's a much better program. As far as the listing goes, I was very specific in my listing. So in my listing, it even says, hey, the bathroom, everything works perfectly, but it could use to be updated. So you want to be as honest and forthright with your listing as you can. I also talk about the location, what it's convenient to, what the commute times are, the neighborhood. You know, like I live in a very quiet neighborhood. If you're a partier, this isn't probably the place for you. You're going to have to drive 20 minutes. Availability of public transport, if there's places within walking distance, basically just everything that you'd want somebody to know if they were coming to your house. So that's it. So I did all that, and I believe you had to upload some, your ID and a few different things. And that was it. My listing was live, and I booked I think 20 nights in my first 2 days of having a listing live. I was totally shocked. So that's what I did. As far as the bookings go, so there's a bunch of ways you can enable bookings on Airbnb. So I enabled mine where people didn't have to check with me. I just had the calendar up, and if it was open on the calendar, they could reserve it. There are some things you can do as far as minimum stays and pricing and all that kind of stuff. So I'll go into those in a later, more detailed video, but anyways, that was it. So check-in, the way I handle it might be a little bit different than you depending on how you're doing it. If you're renting out your whole house, this would apply. The part of my house I'm renting out one bedroom and one bathroom only. But there is a separate entrance that I can kind of close off, so they have their own door to get in and out. So that's nice for me. So the way I handle it is I just leave it unlocked. Security's not an issue here. I leave it unlocked. I leave the keys in the place, and I just tell people, hey, the room will be ready after 3. Here's how you get there. Go up the stairs, and the bathroom's on your right, and the bedroom's straight ahead. If you have any questions, here's my phone number. You can text me, and that's it. That seems to work really well. I haven't met most of the people that have come here, and they seem to appreciate that. The other thing I have is I do have a digital lock, digital keypad that I put on that door, so you can do that. I also put a lock on the actual bedroom door, a lock with a key for the guests in case they want to do that. It makes them feel safe, even though we don't use that part of the house when they're here. I would recommend doing that also if you're renting out a room in your home where you're living and sharing your living space. Definitely put a lock on the bedroom door. It makes them feel good. So that's check-in. So as far as getting paid, that's probably the next thing. So the way getting paid works with Airbnb is they only take a 3% commission from you. So that's it. If you get $100, they're going to take $3 for processing the credit card. The client is going to pay, in addition to your 100, they're going to pay whatever Airbnb fees are, whatever the taxes are, all that stuff. But you're going to actually net 97% of what you book. The way Airbnb does it is they charge the people up front, and then when they check in, I believe it's the day they check in, possibly the next day, it might be the day after. So if they check in on Thursday, on Friday they would initiate a payment that goes directly to my bank account. They say it takes up to 7 days. For me, it's taken basically 1 business day. So if it processes Friday, Monday it would be in my account. If it processes Tuesday, it's in my account Wednesday. So that has been totally seamless. So as soon as they check in, you get paid for their entire stay. So that's pretty cool. It's worked out super, super easy. I'll talk about one other thing is upgrade costs. So I did have some costs up front. So I netted $3,013. That was what I actually got paid from Airbnb into my account. Expenses from Airbnb, that's really the net number. The expenses that aren't in there is I did spend some money upgrading my room. So I put in a mini fridge, which cost me about $120. I put in a microwave, which is another, 60, 80 bucks probably. I put in a little coffee bar with a Keurig and stuff like that. And that cost me probably another 50 bucks. So I probably spent $300 getting the room ready. Now, the other thing I did is I blocked off, because we had company coming, so I blocked off. I lost a lot of time in July and a little bit in August. So I lost probably 10 days that I could have rented. So my numbers really could have been probably closer to 4,000. I also made a mistake in the beginning with my pricing and my strategy as far as minimum stays, because I was kind of messing around with it when I didn't know what I was doing. And so I had my pricing low, and then Airbnb says, hey, you should give people 25% off their first three people that book with you to get it going, which I don't think I really needed to do, but I did that. And then I priced it way too low based on their recommendations, and I since revised that. So I think I could have made a lot more money. The other mistake I made is at one point in time I went down to a one-night minimum. Where that kills you is that somebody books a Saturday night, and then that basically kills your weekend. So whereas if you had a 2-night minimum, they would book Friday and Saturday, or a 3-night minimum, maybe they'd book Friday, Saturday, Sunday. With a 1-night, they take the one right in the middle, and that really kills you. So just something to be aware of. Other than that, I will say I've had an awesome experience. The people have been like super nice. I haven't had any issues. Like I said, most of them I haven't met. They just come in, do their thing, they're good. I've had 2 that were a little bit more high maintenance. Happen to be older people, couldn't figure out the Wi-Fi, how to put the password in, whatever. But anyways, the Wi-Fi was problematic. One person couldn't get the lamp to turn on, which wasn't plugged in. So I do have a little bit of that, but for the most part, everybody has been totally awesome. People have been like super clean. I don't know if that's because our space is really clean and we provide some nice amenities. I put sodas in the room and little candies and cookies and chips and stuff like that, so they have some snacks. So, one person said, well, it's because it's so nice here, so we leave it so nice. But without fail, almost everybody's even made the bed, which I don't think is necessary, but it's nice. It's been just a great experience. So if you're thinking about doing it, don't be afraid. It's not as terrifying as you think it would. One of my wife's big reservations is, she wanted to remodel the whole house and make sure everything was like absolutely perfect. And I said, you know what, let's just rent it. Who cares? And you know what, we make sure it's spotlessly clean and everything else, which we get paid, by the way. You get $30, we charge a $30 cleaning fee. But anyways, it's been fine. Our bathroom, the tub is pink. You know what? Nobody cares, because they're booking on Airbnb. They pay $75 a night here. It's $325 in season at the hotel down the street. So they're happy. So anyways, if you've been considering it, use a link below. If you use that link to sign up, I'll send you I get a notification from Airbnb that you use my link. I'll send you my 10 tips for Airbnb hosts by email, and I'll give you email access if you have any questions. So use a link. It makes me a little commission, helps me support the channel. And there you go. So there's my first new thing, Airbnb. I'm going to cover Uber. I'm going to cover Turo. I already applied for Uber, so we're working on that one. I'm going to try Turo. So I'm going to give you some ideas. But again, if you're trying to raise some money to start your business, there's 3,000 bucks I made using a room that I don't even use. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.